This is the current flag of Angola. It consists of a horizontal bicolor of red and black and is charged with a machete, gear, and star, which are all colored yellow. The flag was adopted in 1975 when Angola gained independence from Portugal. The design comes from this flag. This is the flag of the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, also known as the MPLA. The MPLA is a political party and has ruled over the country ever since independence. The MPLA was founded in 1956 when two other parties merged. The party's main goals were to gain independence as well as to form a communist government. These goals were realized in 1975, but a civil war then ensued between pro-communists and anti-communists. This war lasted until 2002, though there were several periods of peace during this time. The MPLA initially ruled the country as the only legal party. In 1986, an election took place where non-party members could stand in the vote, but the one-party system remained. In 1992, another election took place where finally other political parties were officially allowed to stand for election. In both these elections and in all subsequent elections, the MPLA has come out on top with a clear majority. Up until the early 1990s, the communist MPLA officially described itself as Marxist-Leninist. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, this ideology changed, and the party officially adopted the ideology of democratic socialism in 1991. As we can see, the flag of Angola is very similar to the party's flag. But some of you may have already noticed the similarity to another flag, or at least an important emblem of that flag. This is the flag of the Soviet Union. In the canton, there's a depiction of a yellow hammer and sickle, as well as a red star with a yellow border. Here is the hammer and sickle enlarged. Now let's superimpose it on the Angolan flag. And here we can clearly see the resemblance between the two designs. So it's clear the Angolan flag was heavily influenced not just by the MPLA flag, but also by the Soviet Union flag. It's not surprising a communist party would take the Soviet design and use it for their flag, but that was in 1975. As already mentioned, the Soviet Union collapsed, and this flag has been relegated to history, yet the Angolan flag still lives on with its Soviet-inspired design dominating the flag. So is it time for Angola to change its flag? Before we answer that, we're going to look at the official symbolism of the current flag. As outlined in the Constitution of Angola, the red half of the flag signifies bloodshed during Angola's colonial period, independence struggle, and in defense of the country. The black half symbolizes Africa. In the central emblem, the gear represents industrial workers and production. The machete represents peasantry, agricultural production, and the armed struggle, and the star symbolizes international solidarity and progress. The yellow color of the emblem symbolizes the country's wealth. This symbolism is actually pretty good, but it's very hard to ignore the connection to the Soviet Union with the design. In our opinion, we think Angola should change its flag. With the Soviet collapse, and with it the MPLA officially changing its ideology, we think the current flag of Angola is outdated and should change. The shape of the machete and gear design symbolizes a failed system, and failure on your national flag is not a good thing. And we're not the only ones with this opinion. Within Angola, many people want the flag changed, especially those opposed to the ruling party, and there has been some progress on this issue. In 1996, this flag was proposed to replace the current flag. It combines the red and black of the MPLA with the colors of another political party known as the National Union for the Total Independence of Angola. The flag shown here has the same three colors as the 1996 proposal. We're not fans of this flag, mostly due to the poor color contrast. And while combining the colors of two parties is better than having just one party represented, we think using political party colors on a national flag is generally a bad idea. Anyway, this flag was rejected. In 2003, another flag was proposed. This flag won a competition to choose a possible new flag. The symbolism is the following. The blue stripes represent freedom, justice, and solidarity, and the white ones stand for peace, unity, and harmony. The red stripe represents sacrifice, tenacity, and heroism. The yellow symbol is the sun, and it represents historical and cultural identity and the riches of Angola. The sun design is inspired by ancestral rock paintings located in the southwest of the country. While we like this flag, we have an issue with the sun symbol being an irregular shape and therefore pretty difficult to draw accurately, though it wouldn't be too hard to draw it roughly. Another issue is that the stripes make the flag look similar to the Costa Rican flag, though the sun symbol helps to make the flag somewhat easy to tell apart. In the end, the government decided to keep the old flag. As part of our Flags by Us series, where we create alternative flags for every country in the world, we came up with this idea. Our design is heavily based off the current flag, but we removed the Soviet-style emblem and replaced it with a yellow ring. In hindsight, we don't think this is a great flag. It's way too similar to the MPLA flag, though this fact could make the ruling MPLA more likely to adopt it. So with the current flag and possible alternatives, we decided to go back to the drawing board and come up with another design. And here it is. Our new design combines elements from the other flags we've seen. Color-wise, it has the same three colors of the current MPLA-inspired national flag, and it also includes the green of the UNITA party, though we're not officially attributing this symbolism to the flag. It uses the same stripe layout as the 2003 proposal, including keeping the white stripes. We've modified the sun design and turned it into 3 concentric, regular-shaped rings, and we removed the sun rays, making our sun design far easier to define and replicate. The symbolism of our design is the following. Red represents the struggle for independence, black represents the continent of Africa, green symbolizes the country's nature, while the white stripes stand for peace and unity. And like the 2003 flag, the yellow rings are inspired by the rock paintings and represent the country's historical and cultural identity as well as wealth. So what do you guys think? Is it time for Angola to change its flag, or do you think they should keep the current one? What do you think about the proposed alternatives? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Remember to subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.